This is R.D. Sharma solution, class 11, chapter 27, hyperbola. MCQ, that is multiple choice questions we are doing. Most of the questions we have already done either in exercise or in VSAQ, very short answer question. This first question, if you see the equation of the hyperbola whose vertices are plus minus 3, 0 and foci are plus minus 5, 0. Now let me refer it because this already been done. VSAQ, the ninth question of VSAQ, very short answer question. Similarly, same question we have done in the exercise 11th question, and various other, if you make it come to this equation. So clearly this vertices means you are talking about A. So A is 3 and this foci, that is AE plus minus AE comma 0. So AE is 5 here. When AE and AE is there, so you have B square equals A square, E square minus 1. Normally we write it as like this, but in B square equals A square E square minus A square we write. So AE is already with us. So just put it here, 5 square minus 3 square. You get 25 minus 9, which is 16. And this is A square is 339. 3 square is 9. So x square by A square, that is x square by 9 minus y square by, this is 16 equals 1. Now the option is A. How do we get it? Just multiply with the LCM of 16 and 9 with total equation, left hand side and right hand side. So multiply both sides. Okay. So what do you get? 16x square minus 9y square equals 144. The next one is, if you go to VSAQ and see question number 10, exactly same question we have already done, right? We already done this question, but I'll give you an idea here. Those who haven't followed it, means not seen that video. So these are two equations. The important thing is, one is ellipse, the other one is hyperbola. Both are not hyperbola. It's a combined question. So eccentricity formula is different. B square equals A square 1 minus E1 square, and for the eccentricity for ellipse, so we'll take E1 in the eccentricity of ellipse, and here we'll take it as E2. For hyperbola we'll take it as E2. Okay, let's go. This, you just compare it with x square by A square plus y square by B square equals 1. A square is 18 and B square is 4. So what do you get? B square equals A square 1 minus E square. This is the formula. This you have to remember, because this is not the exercise of ellipse, it is hyperbola exercise. Similarly here, you have A square 9, B square 4. So you can get E square. The formula changes. B square equals A square, E square minus 1. Okay. So 2E1 square plus 2E2 square. When you put the value of E1 square and E2 square, you are going to get 3. As I am saying, E1 square we have found out, E2 square we have found out. Put in 2E1 square plus 2E2 square, that is going to be 3. So the answer will be C. Now this is question number 3. The distance between the directrix of the hyperbola, x equals 8 sec theta and y equals 8 tan theta. Now this question is VSAQ 8th question. Exactly same question, similar question it is. And we have already done there, but let me give you just a hint. So you have to square both equation and subtract. Square and subtract. So x square equals 8 64 sec square theta. Y square will be 8 square, that is 64 tan square theta. So x square and y square, both sides you are going to square and subtract. So you will get x square minus y square as 8 sec square theta, 8 square 64 sec square theta minus 64 tan square theta. Okay. So this 8 square is missing here. I'll just write it. So x square minus y square will be 8 square. That is 64. X square minus y square is 8 square, 64. So you have x square by this. Let me just do it as 8 square, 64. So just divide both sides by 64. So you get x square by 8 square minus y square by 8 square equals 1. This 8 square is a square. So a is 8. B square is also 8 square. So you get b as 8, 8, b 8. Now, the directrix, the distance between them, see, 2a by e. I told you how to do this, right? We have done this while we were doing the explanation. So a by e it is on the right hand side, a by b on the left hand side. So 2a by e is going to be the distance between two directrix. So 2a by e. Now eccentricity is what? A square plus b square by under root a square plus b square by a. Now a goes up, so 2a square by under root a square plus b square. Now you have a square, you have b square. Both of a square, b square is with you. Now put it here, you will get 8 root 2. Question number 4. The question is saying the equation of the conic with focus at 1, minus 1, directrix along x minus y plus 1 equals 0 and eccentricity is root 2. So for any conic section which we discussed earlier also, there is a fixed line directrix. The equation is given as x minus y plus 1 equals 0. Now you have a point which is a fixed point, which is called as a focus. It's 1 and minus 1. There is a moving point, which is the locus. So the distance of this point from these two different means one line and one focus, the ratio is going to be the eccentricity. That is PS by PM is going to be the eccentricity. So PS will be equal to E into PM. Now you can square both sides. PS square equals E square PM square. E is root 2 here. So let me write it here. E square is root 2. So E square will be equal to 2. So 2 PM square. Now you see this P is XY. And what is the distance? X minus 1 whole square, Y minus of minus 1, Y plus 1 whole square. So I squared it already. So I will not take the root. So this is x minus 1 whole square plus y plus 1 whole square. Now the point distance from a line, you know how to do it. Just put point in place of x and y, which is already x and y. And then the coefficient of x and y, take this, square them, add them, take the under root. So it will be under root 2, 1 square plus 1 square, 1 square plus minus 1 square. So you squared it. So 2 is already in the denominator, 2 is also already the ellipse, so the eccentricity cancel it. So x minus y plus 1 whole square it is. Now you have to rearrange, open this and just rearrange and you are going to get the result. Now this fifth question, this also we have already done, VSAQ. So this we have done in the exercise also and VSAQ. So this is multiple repetition question which is. That means you can understand that this is an important question. Okay. So how do we do it? This is the only point is it is given as 9x square minus 16y square equals 144. So divide both sides by 144. So we'll get x square by 16 minus y square by 9 equals 1. A square is 16, b square is 9. So b square equals a square into a square minus 1, a square, b square, E will come as 5 by 4. Now this question number 6. Now this solution will be only understood when you go to the explanation part where we actually discovered description and the proof of equation we have done. So it is in the same playlist. I would advise you to go back and just have a look, right? Okay. Now there is a point. There is a point which is moving such that its distance from two fixed point is always constant. So what is that figure or shape? And we know that this is the definition of what? This is the definition of hyperbola only. That is PB minus PA A and B are the fixed point, which are the focus, and it is going to be constant, and we know that it is 2A. When we discussed, I told you that it is 2A, which is 2A is constant only, and same thing we are going to see here. So I'm not going to prove it, I'll give you the direct result here. So when we draw the diagram, we got the center, we took the distances, and we took the distances of PA, PB, and these distances were actually subtracted, and then we got the value, which is actually 2A. So here you have to revisit that whole diagram, and that diagram is self-explanatory if you see the book of R.D. Sharma, okay? And this all distances x, AE, x minus AE, I already told you. So let me give you the final what we are going to get, and that will be the difference. When we see the difference, so we have PA and PB direct values, which we already defined and already have a proof of. So you have to remember that PA is EX minus A and PB is EX plus A. E is eccentricity, X is the coordinate of that point which is moving, and A is the transverse axis. So PA is EX minus A and PB is EX plus A. When you take the difference of these two, you will get it as 2A. So 2A is what? Constant. So when PA minus PB is 2A, which is actually a constant, so it is going to be what figure? It is going to be a hyperbola. So D1 or D2, D1 minus D2, you can take the modulus because distance will always remain in positive. So when it comes to 2A or K, that is we are dealing with a hyperbola. Let me tell you again, these two formulae or PA, PB, you need to remember. Question number 7. The eccentricity of the hyperbola whose latest rectum is half of its transverse axis. We already done this question, root 3 by 2, I remember. So I'll just give you a hint here also. Okay, so the eccentricity, latest rectum is exactly similar to b square by A as in your ellipse. So just 2b square by A will be latest rectum, and then we have the other one, which is equal to half of the transverse axis. What is the transverse axis? It's going to be 2A. This transverse axis, A this side means A. So it's going to be 2A. Half into 2A. What do you get? 2 gets cancelled. 2b square is A square. So 2b square is A square. You have eccentricity formula like this. So in place of b square, put A square by 2. You cannot put this A square as 2b square because it's not going to cancel the A in the denominator. So put b square as A square by 2. So you have A square, you take out, it will be A cancel, 1 plus 1 by 2, that is under root 3 by 2 will come. This is question number 8. The eccentricity of the hyperbola x square minus 4y square equal 1. So what you have to do? First of all, you don't need anything in front of x square and y square. So you have to take it in the denominator, x square by 1. And this 4y square by 1 by 4. 4 will go in the denominator. So A square is 1. B square is 1 by 4. A square is 1 and B square is 1 by 4. So B square equals A square, E square minus 1. Put A square and B square, and you get 1 by 4 equals 1 E square minus 1. 1 goes here, 1 by 4 plus 1 is 5 by 4. So E square you are going to get 5 by 4. Now you take the root. It's going to be 5 by 2. This is the eccentricity. Question number 8. Question number 9. Now this we have discussed in the previous question. That's why I took that much time in question number 6. So here, the difference of the focal distances of any point on the hyperbola is equal to. So focal distances are what? The distance of any point from the two focuses. That is D1 minus D2, PA minus PB. And as I already told you that we have already described it and proved it, that is going to be 2A. So we have ellipse or your hyperbola is going to be same, 2A. So distance of any point which is on this locus from the two fixed point which are our focuses. So it's going to be 2a. You remember this thing I explained you just now? So this is going to be 2a only. So just write 2a. You don't have to do anything. It's just 2a, right? So this is d, take any distance d1 or d2, and d1 minus d2 is going to be your 2a. Just write 2a. So that is the answer. So the foci of the hyperbola 9x square minus 16y square equals 144. So again, this is the fourth or fifth time we are doing this question. Let me tell you, 9x square minus 16y square equals 144. Divide both sides by 144. The denominator will come as 16 and 9. 16 is a square. 9 is b square. B square equals a square, e square minus 1. E will be 5 by 4. Now e is 5 by 4. You know, focus is AE plus minus AE comma 0. Plus minus AE comma 0. What is A? Because A square is 16, so A will be 4. A square is 16, so A will be 4. And then you have E. So E is 5 by 4. So 4 into 5 by 4 is going to be 5. So you have plus minus 5 comma 0. This is your answer. Option C is correct. Question number 11. The distance between the foci of a hyperbola is 16 and the eccentricity is root 2. Then equation of the hyperbola is. So distance between the foci is 2AE. This is focus 1. This is focus 2. What is the distance between them? It's AE. This side it's AE. So it's 2AE. When you put it as 16, because in the question it is given as 16. So you have E, eccentricity also root 2. So you have E also, you have AE also. Right? So A can be found out. Just put E as root 2 here. So 2 into A into root 2 equals 16. Equals 16. So 2 goes there, 2 8s are 16. This is 8 by root 2. Now multiply numerator denominator by root 2. So root 2 in the denominator will give you 2. This will be 4 root 2. 4 root 2. So A square will be 4 into 4 16. Root 2 is 2. 16 into 2 32. So A square is 32. When you put it in this equation, B square equals A square, E square minus 1. A square as 32, you will get B square as 32. So x square by 32 minus y square by 32 equals 1. So you have this, multiply both sides by 32, you will get D option as the correct option. Question number 12. Now in this, if E1 is the eccentricity of the conic section, so E1 is the eccentricity of ellipse, because there is plus sign in between. And E2 is the eccentricity of the hyperbola, this whose equation is also given. So let me just explain it here only. So you just have to divide both sides by 36. So you have 9 by 36, 4 by 36, so x square by 4 plus y square by 9 equals 1. So you have a square and b square. A square is 4, b square is 9. This is for ellipse. Now you have a square, b square. Assume eccentricity to be E1 and put the value of a square as 4, b square as 9 and find out the value of E1 square. So E1 square is going to be, see, it's b square. The equation are different. Here it is b square equals a square 1 minus E1 square. For hyperbola it will be b square equals a square e square minus 1. So E1 square will come as minus 5 by 4. Similarly, do it here. Divide both sides by 36. Same thing, exactly same thing is going to come. But only the negative sign will be there. So a square, b square. A square is 4, b square is 9. Now you have the b square equals a square. Here you take eccentricity as E2. So your E2 square is minus 5 by 4. So just put it here. You have E1 square, E2 square. Now when you E1 and E2 is known to you, try to find out E2 square minus E1 square. Why this option is B? Because E2 square minus E1 square, which we just got, is going to be what? It's going to be 2.5. We found out E1 square. We found out E2 square. Now subtract them. When you subtract this, you are going to get 13 by 4 plus 5 by 4, which is 18 by 4, which is 9 by 2, 18 by 4, and that is going to be 2.5, right? Because see, this is minus e2 square has come as minus 5/4. So minus 5/4. Okay. So you have two terms, you say 2.5, and 2.5 is between 2 and 3. So that is 2.5. This is question number 13. And this we are going to take in the next discussion. From 13 to 20, this whole exercise is there. And most of the things are repetition, so don't worry about that. Okay. So we'll see you later. Thank you so much. Take care of yourself.